today's art project, we're going to be making a snowman snow globe. You'll need the paper we sent home, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and a white colored pencil or crayon, and a black marker. Alright, let's get started. And you'll need the materials that we sent home about a week ago. Now in your bag, you should have found this folded piece of black construction paper, and when you open it, there should be one red, one orange, one black, one brown, one white, and one blue piece of paper. So some of them have lines drawn on them. For the blue one, I'd like you to cut out that big circle. We're going to use a circle. We won't need the rest of this blue paper, so go ahead and put that in your scrap paper pile, because I'm sure there'll be lots of things you could use it for. Now the brown paper, if you look closely, has some lines on it, and I'd like you to cut those out. The lines are a little bit hard to see, but when you're done cutting, it should look like this. And the last paper with lines on it is the white paper, and that has 3 circles that I'd like you to cut out. Alright, we're going to get started with just these pieces. Now if you notice, one side has the crayon mark. That'll be the back. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my blue circle in the middle of the paper, and I want it to be about a thickness of a finger from the top. And we're going to glue that down right there. So on the side that had the crayon mark, see that right there? I'm going to put some glue with my glue stick. And then I'm going to center that on my page just a little bit down from the top. And glue that down. Perfect. Now the next piece I want to glue down is this brown piece. This is a wooden base that's going to go at the bottom of the circle. It holds the snow globe. So I want you to put that brown down by the edge of the paper. So all the way down at the edge of the paper and overlap the bottom of the blue circle. So I have a little bit of yellow crayon on that side. That'll be my back. I'm going to put some glue on this side, the back. And I'm going to put this brown nice against the edge of the paper and centered so it's even on both sides. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see a little better. There you go. All right, now we have these 3 white circles. Now remember, one side has that crayon line on it. That'll be the back. So I'm going to start with the biggest one. And I'm going to put that probably right about there. Okay. I'm going to take the medium circle and overlap it just a little bit. I'm going to put my medium circle on there, just overlap just a little bit. And now I have just one circle left, my smallest circle. I'll put glue on the back. that circle on the top. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to take my black piece of paper. And with the black paper, I need to cut out a few different things. The first thing is I'm going to want a rectangle about as wide as that top white circle. So let's try this. That looks pretty good. Alright, I think I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Now, before I glue that down, I'm going to take my black paper again, and I'm going to cut out thin strips, like about that thick. And I'm going to need three of those. Okay. Now with one of the black strips, I'm going to make the bottom of the hat. So it has to be a little bit wider than the rectangle. And that'll be the bottom of my hat. Now with the other two strips, I'm going to make two arms. And now I have these two little extra pieces, and I can use those to be the hands. Alright, so I pretty much have them the length I want them to be. And now that I have them that way, I'm going to take a minute and glue those down. Okay, so I went ahead and I glued everything down. Now we have a red piece and an orange piece. So the orange piece, we're going to need a piece of that to make a nose. And then the rest of the orange piece, or maybe the red piece, you decide, we're going to make a scarf. So do you want your scarf to be red, or do you want your scarf to be orange? I think I'm going to pick red. So since I'm picking red, I'm going to cut a kind of thick slice out of the red. Now if I wanted it to be orange, I could do that with the orange instead. But I'm going to do red. And I'm going to make a scarf. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure how thick is the snowman's neck. And I'm going to cut a piece of red. That's going to go right there. Now I have some left over. And I'm going to cut that in half. And I'm going to put, maybe that's a bit too long. I'm going to shorten those a little bit. So I'm going to put about that long over there. That's going to be part of the scarf hanging down over there. I'll trim this down a little bit. And maybe I'll have part of it blowing in the wind like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down my scarf. Okay, so we're almost done. Now I'm going to need you to get a black marker, and we're going to make one black dot for this eye, one black dot for this eye. We're going to draw a smile, and we're going to go ahead and put some buttons right there. Alright, so there's a couple more things we still have to do. We need to put a nose there. So you have some orange, and even if you use some of that to make a scarf, you still have some left. And what I want you to do is cut out a very small orange triangle. That one might be a little bit too big, so I'm going to trim that down a little. Perfect. And then we're going to glue our carrot nose right onto our snowman. Beautiful. Now this is almost entirely done. You're almost entirely done with your snowman snow globe. We're just missing one thing for our snow globe. What could it be? That's right, we need snow. For that, you're going to either use a white colored pencil or a crayon. We're going to start at the bottom and we're going to put some snow underneath our snowman. Nice. Now, of course, we've got to put some snowflakes. So the way I like to make a snowflake is I make an X, and then I put one more line in the middle. And that's how I make snowflakes, an X, and then one more line across the middle. So why don't you take your crayon or your white colored pencil and put a bunch of snowflakes all around your snow globe. I make an X, and then I put a line across the middle. That's how I make snowflakes. Look at that beautiful snowman in a snow globe. But before we finish, of course, you have to sign your artwork. So this white crayon or colored pencil will work just fine. Come on down to this corner. And write your name. Well done. Your beautiful snowman snow globe. Shake it up. Shake it up. Have fun.